Interesting little insider piece of information, which I think is fun, is that when I auditioned for this, the role was Wendy Fallon. And all they told me was that she was an actress that was sort of based on Hedy Lamarr. And I didn't know really anything about Hedy Lamarr, so I did a lot of research on her, and she's so fascinating. There's actually like about a 10-minute documentary on YouTube about her, and she was, this Austrian actress, very successful, but her deep passion was science. And so she came up, she invented something that we actually use today in Wi-Fi and with our Bluetooth. And so it was amazing then when I got the role that they told me my name was Whitney Frost. And then I looked at Whitney Frost, and that was a whole Marvel world, which I was unaware of. So it's amazing how the producers have sort of merged these two worlds of the actress, the Hedy Lamarr, the scientist, into the world of Marvel with a character that's already been well established, Whitney Frost. And there's so much information on her, and it's so fascinating. So it's been a real interesting journey. Whitney is raised, she's born Julietta Nefarious. She's born into this crime family, and her father doesn't want her to grow up that way, so he gives her to a gentleman that works for him, a guy named Byron Frost, and he, Byron, raises her as Whitney Frost. And she's a debutante, and she's a socialite, and so the way the producers sort of brought that Whitney Frost into the 40s is that I'm an actress, I'm a huge socialite, and my physicality is so important to my work and my job, and they've really tied that in an amazing way to the story of Whitney in the 40s. And it's so similar and so different, and yet honors the Marvel world in an incredible way. Whitney is in this pursuit of power because, and it's amazing the way the producers give us a tiny bit of backstory to Whitney's early life, and it was not happy, starting very early in her childhood. And so she sort of has been on this journey of trying to acquire what she thinks, I think, power is gonna make me happy, and being respected for things other than my talent or looks. And for Whitney, acting is just a vehicle to get her to where she wants to be, which is to be really respected for her brain and for the things that she's inventing and the science behind it. I don't think there's an ounce of Whitney that thinks that she's doing evil. Everything that I'm doing is coming out completely from a place of wanting to, as Whitney, I am so desperate to help the marginalized and to help the outcasts and to help the people that are, what I say in a scene, easily expendable and completely manipulated by society. And I want to help them. And I think that's a lot of what happens today out in the world is sometimes we do get a mixed message of how to help, and we can go about it in the wrong way. And I think that's maybe where Whitney, but there's nothing within her that's evil. She's wanting to do the right thing. Peggy is now in Los Angeles for this season, and she's been moved out here to investigate a murder. And that sort of leads our two worlds colliding into each other. And we're so similar. We're two women in a very male-dominant world, me in science, and Peggy in SSR. She's the only female agent. And so it is crazy that we're standing on opposite sides when we're so similar. And I can't wait to see, what the writers are thinking and doing, and if we ever do kind of see eye to eye, we might.